Okay, now this is Level Basil again. We are bringing you calculation on the part A of the alternative B 2024 chemistry. Just predictions, please. Okay, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. Okay, today we're looking at these calculations, and this is kind of different from the usual. Normally they ask you to find conc of A, conc of B, but here we're already giving our concentration in mole per DMQ, both D and E. So it's going to be a lot easier than the usual. Okay, so our first question is using methyl orange, you should carry out the titration. Let's just do that quickly. So I'm going to get my base. I believe everybody here in this YouTube channel have seen us take this experiment before. Okay, when you get your base, you put into your conical flask. Then you take 2 or 3 drops of your methyl orange. Okay. Then you begin to titrate. You don't need to look at the numbers, you just watch the color change. You watch the color change. That point when it changes to pale pink, kind of peach, you stop. Okay? And from what I have here, I have 22.2, yeah, 22.2. Then if you want to take your reading, please take it to your eye level like this and take your reading. Don't take it above eye level or below eye level so that you can get a correct reading. Okay, look at the color it's going to give you if you want to get an accurate result. Okay, let us start solving. Our first one said, get the average volume of D used. And we have done this over and over in this YouTube channel, and I'm very sure everybody here can get their values without problem. What I got as my volume of D used is 22.20 cm3. Okay? Then, now let's calculate the first question. From your result, calculate the mole ratio. Mole ratio, that's the easiest to calculate. Our D was given. So solutions, if you want to solve, you write your D. Our D is 0.050 mole per dm cube. Ratio our E is 0.025 mole per dm cube. Look at these two values. You have to check which one is the smallest. Which one is the smallest here? 0.025. So you divide both sides by 0.025. Divide both sides by 0.025. This cancel this will give us 1, and this going this will give us 2. So that is 2:1 ratio. Do you get the gist here? And I know you understand what I'm saying. Okay, now the next one is C. Given that E contains 7.2 gram of dehydrated salt, calculate conc of anhydrous salt. Okay, now in this case now it's very, very easy to calculate. So what we're going to do is calculate the conc of anhydrous salt in gram per dm cube. So that means we're going to calculate only this salt. Convert this mole per dm cube to gram per dm cube, because this salt given here doesn't have water crystallization. So you need to convert it before you start solving. So let's do that quickly. Now, if you are solving this now, you just apply your formula. You know, remember the formula that says mole is equals to mass over molar mass. Okay, I can convert this now to this formula. Mole, which means mole per dm cube. We are looking at concentration. Mass, which means gram per dm cube over molar mass. So in this case now I have my mole per dm cube as this. So I bring my mole per dm cube, 0.025 is equals to, I'm substituting this, is equals to gram per dm cube over molar mass. Okay, when I cross multiply or cross and crucify, as the case might be, don't mind my grammar. Okay, gram per dm is equals to our molar mass for the anhydrous salt, you look for it. That will give us 0.025 times the molar mass, which is Na2CO3. Let's get the molar mass. Gram per dm cube. All this will be given to you in the question. That will give us 0.025 times. If you add up all these, 2 times 23 plus 1 times 12 plus 3 times 16, everything will give you gram per dm cube is equals to 0.025 times 106. That will give you, when you punch your calculator, you're going to get about 2.65 gram per dm cube. You can see how easy this part of particular question is. And if I predict properly and this one question come out, students should be able to do well. But because it's not the usual, most students will not get all their mark. But this is the gram per dm cube. But we are done with this. The next one, number of moles of water of crystallization. That's so easy. Okay? Now I want to clear this part. I know you understand me, right? Okay. Now let's solve the next one. Now for us to find the number of moles of water crystallization, we have to derive a formula which is in your textbook, but most of the textbook will not tell you how it's derived, but let me tell you. If we have Na2CO3.XH2O, this is a mole of this, and this is an unknown mole of water, but they are all mole. So mole is to mole. So and every mole, I told you before, that mole is equal to mass over molar mass, but in this case now we're going to find the mole of this one, and mole of this one, like as per ratio. What is the mole of this to this? Do you get what I'm saying now? So we're going to say mass of anhydrous salt. What's the meaning of anhydrous? Dry. Over molar mass of anhydrous salt. Is equals to mass of water over molar mass of water. Okay? Now, first thing we need to do here, we need to calculate. That means for us to solve this question, we will need the mass of anhydrous salt, we will need the molar mass of the anhydrous salt, we also need mass of water, then we also need molar mass of water. Okay? Now that's very easy. Now from the question, you were given the mass of hydrated, and we have gotten mass of this, mass of anhydrous salt. We got it as 2.65 in the previous calculation when we solved for this. Do you get what I'm saying? So that means we're going to say mass of hydrated. You know, anything that is wet actually contains a substance. That is mass of anhydrous plus mass of water. Okay? Now, if I have a wet cloth, and I want to calculate the mass of water in that wet cloth, I will weigh the mass of the wet cloth. That is my mass of hydrated. Do you get what I'm saying now? Then I dry the salt, the cloth. If I dry the cloth, I will weigh the mass of the cloth. That's my mass of anhydrous, only the cloth without water. Then how do I get mass of water? Then I say mass of water is equals to hydrated minus anhydrous. Do you get what I'm saying here? What is the hydrated one? 7.2 from the question. 7.2 minus what is the anhydrous salt that we got? We got 2.65 from our calculation. Okay, when you minus this, we have 7.2 minus 2.65. That will give us 4.55 gram of water. So it's going to be easy to calculate our value of X now. That is number of mole of water. So what's the mass of anhydrous? We got 2.65 divided by molar mass is 106, like what we did before. Then mass of water, we got 4.55 divided by mass of anhydrous of water. We say X 18. You know water is 18 now. When you find H2O, we're going to get 2 times 1 plus 1 times 16. Okay? Give you 18, then the X in the front. This X. Okay? Then we cross multiply. That will give us 2.65 times 18. And that will give us 47.7x equals to 106 times 4.55. That will give us 482.3. Divide both sides by 47.7. 47.7. This cancel this, and our x, this going this give you 10. That means our value of x is 10. That means the salt is Na2CO3.x dot 10H2. That is if we put x now and I put 10H2O. Okay, I know this is very clear. I know you understand. Okay, so let us end it here. Thank you very much for following us. Please don't forget to click, share, and comment. I know you have learned. Prepare yourself for the exam on the 20th. It's going to be very, very easy. I wish you the best.